Hello, welcome to the sports card of the day, our inaugural episode. Or should I say my inaugural episode. My name's Todd. My channel is going to be based around featuring a sports card, obviously, mainly baseball, and talking about that card a little bit, and giving you some facts behind it, and then on Fridays, talking about a specific card and then giving that card away. Some cards will be cheaper cards, and some cards will be not so cheap. I got back into the hobby about a year and a half ago and enjoy it immensely. And it's kind of became like an obsession, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. And as we know, and it's been said over and over and over, the hobby has taken off to new heights, and things are becoming harder and harder to find. You see in front of you a 1986 Fleer Steve Carlton, graded a 9. Not the best company. It's by BCCG, which is a form of Beckett, not BGS, but Beckett. This card was actually a gift given to me by my good friend Wesker Griff, who has a really, really good channel. Ed Wesker Griff. I would advise you to check his channel out. A lot of good content. He's a friend of mine. It's Weskergriff, I do believe. And you will enjoy his channel immensely. He puts out a lot of good stuff. Very intelligent guy as well. So, Steve Carlton, what I do on my channel is just give you a little backstory behind the player. Steve Carlton, 300 game winner, 329 games to be exact. Played for 6 teams. He was a 10-time All-Star. He won 4 Cy Youngs. He's best known for playing with the team he's pictured with that card there, the Philadelphia Phillies, with whom he won the 1980 World Series with. And the Philly fans will quickly let you know they have a big spot in their heart for Steve Carlton. I'm a big Steve Carlton collector, big fan of his. The Phillies are not my team per se. I'm an Atlanta Braves fan for the most part. But I like Steve Carlton. I happen to be left-handed. And him being a lefty as well, and a really, really great pitcher in his day. First ballot Hall of Famer. 95.847% of the vote when he got in 1994. Last year he played was 1988. He also won the pitching Triple Crown. The guy done pretty much everything you could do on the mound. As I said, a 4-time Cy Young winner. Greg Maddux won 4 Cy Youngs. And when we think about dominant pitchers, Greg Maddux is one of the guys that we think of. Steve Carlton was as accomplished a pitcher as you're probably going to find. Could do a lot of different things on the mound. Didn't have the 102-mile-an-hour fastball that we associate with, a lot of the guys that are out there today, the flamethrowers, as we call them, in today's game. But he could get it up there. And was a genuine artist on the mound. So this is a 1986 Fleer. He played 23 years in the league. His last year was 1988. I do believe 1965 would have been his first year in the league. His rookie card, I do believe, is 1965 or 66 tops, one of the two. In a decent grade, PSA or SGC, it's worth a decent amount. So this card, I like this card. As I said, 86 Fleer. I like 86 Fleer in general. I think the standout card in that set obviously would have been in the day the Jose Canseco. Back then, all the rage obviously was Jose Canseco. He's pictured with Eric Plonk in one card, and then there's one where he's by himself. So we've said before, and we hear it said again today, that we'll never see another 300-game winner. John Smoltz has said that over and over and over on the MLB Network. I happen to have that channel here, and he also works for Fox, which he's doing games right now with Joe Buck. I tend to agree. Pitchers don't pitch like they used to. You know, you don't see guys out there pitching 140 pitches because they just don't let them do that anymore, because it turns into throwing their arm out, Tommy John surgery, etc., etc. Look at one of the greatest pitchers of all time, Sandy Koufax. He didn't pitch that long. And he said later on, if he'd have kept pitching, his arm probably would have fallen off, because he was pitching that hard and pitching tons of pitches every time he was on the mound. Look at a guy like Cy Young, 511 victories. That seems absolutely insane compared to the game of today. Clayton Kershaw's got, I believe, somewhere in the neighborhood of 185, 190 wins, somewhere around there. I'd have to look. And he's considered, a first ballot Hall of Famer right now, which he is. He's a great pitcher. 190 wins. Okay. 511 versus 190, or versus Steve Carlton's number, 329. How long would Clayton Kershaw have to pitch to get 329 wins? A long time. It tells you how good Steve Carlton really was. 23 years pitching in the bigs. The guy did it all. 10-time All-Star, as I said. He won a World Series championship with the 1980 Phillies. Played on 6 different teams. Was known to be a really good teammate. You hear different opinions from different people. Throughout the years, everybody has their own, slice of how somebody was. But Carlton was known to be a baseball guy. He loved the game. And I'm a big fan, obviously. And this card, like I said, was sent to me by a good friend of mine on the YouTube community, Ed Wesker Griff. And I thought I'd feature it in episode 1 here. And I'll be doing a lot more cards as I go along. So this is my inaugural episode. There's a lot of guys on YouTube that I could start naming off that have inspired me to get back into collecting. And man, I could tell you, I could name so many channels that I've watched over the last year and a half that one of my favorites is The Past is Alive. John Jabs does a great job with this channel. And Blue Jacket 66 is another one I really like a lot. That's Dave Berg. Great channel. He says he's really busy, doesn't do a whole lot of videos, but what he does it's outstanding. Vintage Car Curator, Keith, outstanding videos. I could go on and on and name so many others. And but we're all in this same kind of community here. We all love sports cards. And I'm mainly baseball. I'm 95% baseball. I do have a few football cards, and I may feature a football card here and there, but it's going to be mainly baseball. Baseball is by far my passion. And so that's going to wrap up episode 1 on the Sports Card of the Day channel. Once again, my name is Todd, and I welcome your comments. I don't have high-tech equipment and all that good stuff. I'm just starting out. This is going to be raw, bare bones, to the core. Not fancying it up and all that good stuff. Just going at it with a raw approach and going to see what happens. And hopefully, we'll be doing this for a while. But, the goal is to do something every day. Can't guarantee there'll be a video every day, but that's going to be the goal. And that's why I named the channel like I did, the Sports Card of the Day. And I thank any of you that watch in advance. I say thanks. And I appreciate your time, because I know what it's like to go and watch a video and subscribe, and it means a lot to people, and it would mean a lot to me as well, because you have to start somewhere, and that's what I'm saying. I have to start somewhere, and this is where I decided to start here today. October 2020, a crazy year, and this is what I've decided to do. The sports card of the day, episode 1, and one of my favorite players of all time, Steve Carlton, in a BCCG 1986 Fleer in a near mint 9 with a little bit of backstory about the guy. He got the nod today, and tomorrow it will be somebody completely different. May surprise you.